girl, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm okay, but as you know, graduation is coming up and I need to look amazing walking across that stage. I have to fit in that dress.
Hey, I heard about this tea that's supposed to promote weight loss. It's called Flat Tummy Tea. It's a two-step herbal detox designed to reduce bloating, support metabolism, maintain a healthy immune system, and boost energy. The Activate tea in particular is the first step in the detox and is said to specifically boost metabolism, energy, and digestion in an effort to gain an enviously flat tummy.
No way. I'm sold. I need this ASAP. But wait a minute. How do you know it actually works?
Well, the website is pretty clear. It tells you that you just need to drink it and the weight should fall off, and you should have a rockin' body before you know it.
Okay, that's great, but I'm still a little skeptical. I want to make sure the weight loss flat tummy method I use um, is effective. It's going to be effective.
Fair enough. Let's dig into the research to see what these ingredients really do.
Okay, so according to the website, these are the ingredients in the Activate tea. There is peppermint leaf, and lemon balm leaf, and licorice root, and dandelion leaf, and root, and cleaver's leaf, and fennel seed, and green tea leaf, and caraway seed, and cardamom pods.
For starters, I haven't heard of half of this stuff, with the exception of green tea, which I have been told really does influence weight loss.
Yeah, me too. What research do we have to support this?
So first we need to remember that the best way to know if these ingredients are effective is to see if there are RCTs in support of the outcomes claimed by flat tummy tea. I found...
Whoa. RCT? What does that mean?
Oh, RCT stands for Randomized Control Trial. This is a type of experiment that allows for a researcher to test the impact of a drug, aka testing how effective it will be. This is done by randomly assigning participants to two distinct groups. One is the intervention group, who's receiving the treatment, while the other is the control group, often given a placebo and used for comparison. A placebo is often a sugar pill or a harmless procedure prescribed to a control group in an effort to make the participant think they're receiving the treatment, even when they're not. This is helpful in studies because people often have expectations a treatment will work, and this eliminates any threat of that. The researchers are then able to see if the treatment itself is actually effective because they compare the experimental group to the placebo group. Does that make sense?
Oh, I see. Yes, I got it.
Great. So the first randomized control trial I found was Tagahizadeh. Him and his team of researchers conducted a study where they looked to see if taking dietary supplements containing green tea would help increase weight loss and increase metabolism in a population of overweight women. All participants were instructed to take their supplements 4 times a day, twice with lunch and twice with dinner. They found that after 8 weeks, taking a green tea supplement did have a beneficial effect for these women.
Hey, I found a study with similar results. Akaviapat also conducted a randomized control trial looking at the impact of green tea on weight loss. However, he was specifically observing an obese Thai population. Him and his team conducted a study where his participants either got green tea or did not get green tea. During the study, all the participants consumed 3 meals a day, which were prepared by a hospital nutrition unit. They were measured on a variety of different measures over the course of 12 weeks. Overall, the study found that green tea consumption can, in fact, reduce body weight within this population.
Oh, nice.
Wait, doesn't that mean these studies are supporting the claim made by Flat Tummy Tea? So that's a good thing, right?
Yes, these studies are in support of the claims on this level, but further investigation helps people understand just how far we should extend the results and findings. You see, the reality is that just because studies find certain results doesn't mean those results are valid and reliable and can be applicable to you or me.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. So in regards to the study looking at the obese Thai population, this would probably not be a great study to draw conclusions from because the researchers only looked at a population of extremely overweight individuals from a specific culture. And generalizing the findings to other groups of people is not a good idea. For example, an overweight or an average weight African American may not respond to this green tea intervention in the same way as this obese Thai population did. Also, the majority of the sample was composed of women, 42 versus 18, and we know, simply based off biology, that women and men, due to hormones and other factors, may metabolize and respond differently to certain treatments. Finally, the study also did not have long-term follow-up. This is important because follow-up allows researchers to see if the treatments they are giving people is still working over a long period of time. Therefore, these researchers have no idea if their green tea intervention has sustained effects over a long duration.
Yes, that's exactly the kind of thing people need to realize when looking at research. I found similar issues with the article I found looking at overweight women. This too is not a great study to draw conclusions from because they also only looked at a specific population, in this case, overweight women. Additionally, I realized that many of the measures were self-report. I know this compromises the study because self-report is not always very accurate. For example, people may easily over or underestimate how much physical activity they do over the course of a month, so when asked to self-report, they may give an inaccurate number, which in turn would alter the results of the study.
So, it is clearly very important for us to find research that can be more generalizable to more people. I did find a study that looked at people who were fit and of average weight, which may be helpful. Eichenberger and colleagues conducted a randomized control trial looking at the impact of a 3-week green tea supplementation on energy metabolism. They split 10 trained male cyclists into 2 groups. One group received a green tea supplement, while the other received a placebo. Each group took the supplement for 3 weeks and then exercised by means of cycling for 2 hours in a lab after the 3 weeks were up. They did this twice. The results then showed that taking the green tea supplement did not have a significant impact on metabolism.
Whoa, and that study was in a group of healthy weight individuals. Good thing we didn't assume the other study's findings applied to everybody.
Yes, this is why it is good to look at the research.
But hold on, the cyclist study was also only in a population of 10 male cyclists.
That is definitely a limitation.
I would say so. 10 male individuals are not representative of the entire population in the slightest, and 10 is certainly not a large enough sample to draw extensive conclusions. Also, they were trained cyclists, and although the population, unlike the overweight women and obese Thais, is not overweight, the extreme physical activity and endurance it takes to be a cyclist would no doubt have an impact on the effect of this drug, or in this case, seeing no effect.
Wow, there is certainly a handful of information about the green tea ingredient in this tea, but what about the other ingredients? There were almost 10 of them. I know I struggled finding relevant research for the majority of these.
I ran into the same problem. Either the research with each ingredient did not relate to the health outcomes of digestion, metabolism, and immune function, or there were simply no randomized control trials and experiments for the ingredients whatsoever, or the articles were not scientific or empirical in nature.
Man, it's crazy this tea has gotten away with making these claims when there's obviously not enough support for any of them. I think social media plays a huge role in advertising and making this product appear as if it is effective.
But really though, just look at the Instagram photos the site uses to promote its products. It is clearly a marketing scheme drawn to draw in potential buyers.
They also use emotional appeals by giving their customers hope this tea will help them achieve their goal of a flat stomach, and they will be there with them through the journey. Also, they use profanity in selling their products, which in my opinion is just sloppy and unprofessional.
True. They're using the simple marketing strategy of, if you do X, you will get Y. In this case, if you drink this tea, you will get a flat tummy.
Yeah, who do they think they are?
Well, that's another great point. Being a smart consumer of information means understanding who is making the product or producing the research. In an effort to figure this out, I took the liberty of sending a number of emails to the Flat Tummy Tea Company and conversing on their site in a chat room about the product and the credentials of the inventors. However, I was given no information in regards to the inventors' education or qualifications that would allow them to make such claims or produce such a product. Therefore, we should be extremely wary in believing this tea is actually something that can help one lose weight by means of managing digestion, immune function, and energy. Also, we can't forget that the research surrounding the ingredients is lacking, and the results found for green tea really can't extend to a great number of individuals.
Well, you know what? I think I've found my answer. I am not going to use flat tummy tea.
Well, there you have it. It sure does pay to investigate if a product is actually doing what it says it's doing, because clearly not all products have the best interests of the consumer in mind.